Hello and welcome to Luzhou for semi-finals day at the Ning BWF World Superseries finals. The culmination of the 12-tournament OSIM BWF World Superseries. Well, for the last 3 days, the players have battled it out in a group round-robin format where everyone played everyone else within their group. But now, for semi-finals, it's a straight knockout contest. We've already had one session this afternoon, and tonight is the last of the semi-finals. There you can see the full list of Super Series, and for the first time this year, we've had Premier Super Series events as well. 5 of those 12 have been promoted to Premier status. Well, it may be cold conditions here in Luzhou, but they've still been smashing with incredible speeds. Fu Haifeng heads the list in the men's. And in the women's, Wang Xiaoli, both doubles players, of course, and the highest singles player in the women is about to come onto court because our 5 semi-finals this afternoon. Tine Baun of Denmark takes on Saina Nehwal of India. Then the number 2 seeds in the men's doubles, Zheng and Li up against home players Chai Biao and Guo Zhengdong. Then men's singles and the world and Olympic champion Lin Dan up against the 2010 beaten finalist Peter Gader of Denmark. Then women's doubles and Wang Xiaoli and Yu Yang, the world number 1s, will take on the Asian Games gold medalists, their teammates Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei. And then the last of our 5 semi-finals this evening will be mixed doubles, and the number 2 seeds Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen from Denmark up against the number 3 seeds Zhu Chen and Ma Jin from China. Well, as I say, we had 5 semi-finals this afternoon. Took very nearly 5 hours, absolutely tremendous matches, but tonight is the last of the semi-finals. And I'm Jill Clark, sitting alongside Ian Wright, as I have been all week. And Ian, it is a tremendous lineup for tonight's play.
Yeah, some fantastic matches coming our way tonight. The first one is a really interesting battle, I have to say. 2 girls who've been a little bit out of form, you'd have to say, over the last couple of months, but they're right back on form this week. Both played really, really well.
Yes, especially, I think, Saina Nehwal, who topped Group B. And yesterday beat the number 2 seed, Wang Xin from China. That was a marvellous result in 2 straight games. Tine Baun, of course, ended up as 2nd place in Group A. Beat Juliana Schenk, then lost to Wang Yihan, and then yesterday beat Sung Ji Hyun of Korea. Well, here come the 2 players. Tine Baun, the veteran dame, 32 years of age. 11 years her opponent's senior. And Saina Nehwal, a youngster from India, who lives and trains in Hyderabad. Oh, former world junior champion, there she is. Last year's World Championships, she was the number 2 seed, which means that she has been as high as number 2 in the world. But this lady from Denmark has been as high as 1. Now, court officials wait for the arrival of the players. And you can really see the height difference between the 2 women there. Tine Baun, twice All England champion. In fact, reached 3 consecutive finals of the All England Championships. And when you consider what a horrendous injury she had back in 2005, what a marvellous recovery. In fact, she's come back a better and stronger player since rupturing her Achilles tendon at the Sudirman Cup finals in 2005. Now, I noticed she's got her right thigh strapped today, which I certainly didn't notice earlier on in the tournament. But perhaps just wear and tear. It's these group matches of every single group match, so tough, the round-robin format. Well, you can see she's number 5 in the world at the moment, qualified on the Super Series list as number 6, having played 10 of the 12 tournaments. And as far as Saina Nehwal is concerned, well, she's one place higher in the world ranking and one place higher on the Super Series ranking as well. So this, the fifth meeting between these two players, and the last meeting was in the quarter-final of the Hong Kong Super Series event just last month. 2 straight games. Only once when these two players played against each other, as we look at our court officials for the first of this evening's semi-finals. Only once in the previous 4 meetings between these two players has it gone the full distance. That was the very first time they met, but that was back in 2007, 4 years ago. So Saina Nehwal will have only been 16 or 17. And I think Saina has improved considerably since then. Really was very impressive yesterday evening when she beat the number 2 seed. Well, there's Wang Yihan on the left, sitting with coach Ning.
And on my left, Saina Nehwal, India. Saina Nehwal to serve. Double play.
So the second of the women's singles semi-finals gets underway, and it's no wonder that Wang Yihan is busy watching this, because she's already through to tomorrow's final, because this afternoon she beat Wang Xin, a teammate in 2 straight games, 21-19, 21-16. So she'll be a very interested spectator indeed.
2 love.
Bulela Gopichand, Saina's coach. Coach and mentor, I think is fair to say.
3 love.
And he'll be pretty happy with this start by Saina Nehwal. Oh, that's nice from the tall Dane.
Yeah, nice touch from Tina there. Got in really early. I think that'll be a feature of this game. She will try and close the space down in the forecourt. Just out the side. Good judgment. A little bit short, that serve.
No, missed it. Tine Baun, physically very strong as a player. We saw that from the smash speeds right at the start. Fastest smash of a female player who plays singles in the tournament so far.
It's nicely placed into the corner. Saina's tactics are quite clear in this match. She's going to try and move the shuttle around the court at pace. Try not to give Tine Baun time to get behind the shuttle and use that power to her advantage. There we go. That's 3 corners.
Overdone it.
Yeah, overdone it, but the tactic's clear. She's trying to make Tina twist and turn, get the shuttle in behind her. As I say, not give her time on the shuttle. She knows not only how powerful Tina is from the rear court, but also how skillful she can be from the front court as well.
Almost landed in. Oh, Saina Nehwal doesn't like the call, hands on hips. Looks towards the umpire. From Malaysia, the umpire. David Craig from Scotland, the service judge. Well, you can clearly see that bit of strapping there on the right thigh of Tine Baun.
Again, there's the danger when you let Tina take the shuttle early in the front court, when you use the slower drops. If she takes it early, she's really deceptive. Here we see slow drop recover, she's in, holds the shuttle, fixes Saina deep in the court, and then uses the space in the forecourt.
Yeah, that's her real strength, isn't she? Because she was so deep in her forehand corner, she was taking the shuttle behind her, and yet still the physical ability to 3 times punch the clear down and then suddenly turn it.
Yeah, it's the power she generates from behind herself, fixes her opponents deep in the court, and that creates the space. Saw her get out of trouble easily with 3 good high clears, and then the 4th time use the diagonal.
This is a run of 6 straight points.
She's missed it, but again, she was able to take it early. We were talking yesterday about Saina's drop shots. They're quite slow. She tends to push them. We'll see it here. That gives Tina time to get on the shuttle early. And she'll be disappointed she missed that one.
Yeah, not ready. Saina will have to serve again. It makes the error.
Yeah, and that indicates, yes, it went with the draft. Still left to right. Oh, unusual, 2 direct errors. Serve. A little spell of errors here. Both players struggling a little bit to adjust to the draft. It's been the same all week, but of course we're in a new configuration in the hall today, down to 1 court. So the position of the court slightly different, may take them a little bit of time to adjust.
Oh, that's beautiful. And I'm sure that's the shot you were talking about the other day, Ian. You'd like to see more of those crisp, bringing the shuttle down very acutely.
Yeah, that one came down a little bit quicker. I feel she needs to use that a little bit more in a game. Tends to be smash or slow drop. No real quick, sharp, steep angled slices in a game at the moment.
So the tall Dane has the advantage, 2-point advantage at the mid-game interval. Yeah, clearly long.
Well, the game so far littered with a lot of errors, I would say. Neither girl's really settled into a routine. I think Saina's tactics are quite clear. She doesn't want to give Tina time in the rear court to get behind the shuttle and use her power. Tina desperate to try and close the space down in the front court and try and get advantage and win time for herself by getting tight on the net. As I say, both girls at the moment making some quite simple errors on service and returns.
11 play.
Oh, it's called good.
Yeah, good length.
10, 11.
Yeah, we are having quite a number of short rallies, aren't we?
Yes.
Both players obviously so aware of what a golden opportunity this is, being the final of the Super Series finals.
Yeah, with the rallies being short, you'd normally expect that probably to favour Tine. She's the more aggressive of the two players. Saina, normally more patient, likes to play the rallies out, likes to get her physicality into the game. But at the moment, with both girls making errors, it's all even.
Both making the other lunge deep, full stretch. Oh, that's clearly in. Well, in badminton terms, that's in by a country mile.
Yep. Tine caught a little bit flat-footed with a second clear to the same corner. As you say, that's a long way in.
It's going to be third match on against Ning, his compatriot.
Change of service, going to the backhand serve. It's been interesting this week, hasn't it, Jill? Watching particularly the ladies singles play in this pool format, because the next time we'll see them in that format, of course, will be the Olympic Games. Olympic Games using pool format for the first time. And what I would say is these two girls will probably have taken great hope from what they've seen this week. Both the top Chinese players seem to struggle with the group format, I felt, this week.
Yes, 3 days of very, very tough matches, and that's just to qualify for the knockout stages. And apart from the physicality of it, it's the mental aspect of it as well, isn't it?
Tine seems to be struggling a little bit on service, switching between forehand serves, backhand serves, mainly using flicks, but several times they've been quite short. It's got to be a long way out.
16-40.
Yeah, Tine going through a bad patch here. She's not really settled into any rhythm in this match yet. And I have to say, I think Saina's feeding off that a little bit. She's seen that Tine's not playing well, and she herself is gaining in confidence.
She will have gained a lot of confidence from last night's win as well against Wang Sin.
Yeah, Tine really in a bad patch at the moment.
Yeah. Well, you never know what Gopachand is thinking, do you, from his facial expression? Never changes.
I'd imagine he's fairly happy at the moment.
Yeah.
Saina didn't have the best of starts, but she's just starting to impose herself on this game, starting to move a bit more rhythm. to have gone very negative, Tina, at the moment. There's a simple, straight, clear return. She hesitated. I think she changed her mind at the last minute and made the error. That's another one.
Yeah,
Correct fault on return.
And that error gives 5 game points to Saina Nehwal. Well, when you're seeing hit shots like that.
It was well taken, but it was a poor service again. Flat serve, Tina intercepted it early. Not only was it flat, it was out to the side, which made the straight smash more effective.
Oh, just went over. Hit the top of the tape, and Saina Nehwal guilty of actually stopping, thinking it wasn't going to go over. It's a good rally and well played by Saina Nehwal. That was a nice backhand. And Tine Baun at full stretch, can't control the net shot. And therefore the opening game. It's a youngster from India. 21-17. Tine Baun's going to have to cut out some errors if she wants to win the next game and ultimately win this semi-final.
Yes, she seemed to go very negative there, didn't she, in the second half of that game? Got a bit down on herself with making a few errors. Didn't really have a clear strategy on service either, was changing the serve between forehand serves, backhand serves. Used a lot of flick serves, but they weren't a really good length. Klaus will be working hard on it, trying to instill some confidence in it, trying to get her to be more positive. She's at her best when she's attacking and putting some tempo into the game. There, she was quite negative really, quite passive, particularly on return of serve.
Second game, Novo, play.
Wow, interesting, the longer the rally went, the later Tina got really. She started off, she was in control of that point. And by the end of it, she was the one doing all the chasing. And that's unusual for Tina. Normally when she takes the initiative early in a point, she keeps it and imposes herself on it.
Just pointing out where the beads of perspiration are. She wants those mopped up. It's taken nice and early at the net from Tine Baun.
Yeah. Brought her base forward when she tore Saina, turning to take the shuttle late. And able to take the shuttle really early and put her opponent under pressure. Oh, it's wild. I actually think Saina's shot was out as well. I think Tine took that from outside the court and pushed it even wider.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, no wonder she tosses her racket in the air and catches it again.
Oh, it's a catalogue of errors from both girls again at the start of this game.
There's another.
Yeah.
Tine Baun needs to take a big deep breath, refocus.
Same again, you feel the long rally is always going to suit Saina more than Tine. Tine quite passive there.
Now she wants the shuttle changed.
Yeah, I think she wants the time as much as anything, try and compose herself.
Yeah.
She knows she's making too many errors. There's 3 returns of serve out already in this game. She can't afford that. That's better.
Yeah, that's more like what we're used to seeing from Tine Baun. Those sort of angled shots. Well played from Saina Nehwal. I have to say, I know you've made the point that Tine Baun is strangely passive at the moment, but I think that's due in part to the fact that Saina Nehwal has been taking more initiative within the rally than, you know, I've watched her so many times recently, and sometimes she herself has just been a reactive player, whereas here today she seems to be more positive, more proactive within the rally.
Yes, no, she seemed to grow in confidence during that first game. Found a good rhythm. Found a tactic that worked for her. There's a good shot from Tine though, anticipating the next shot, getting in. Maybe that will help her. It's good defence from Saina and then good net play.
Oh, she built the rally.
She did, she built it well. It was a well-constructed rally. And just dragged the final smash down into the net.
Playing much quicker in that rally, Tine Baun.
Yeah, certainly that style suits her much better. Being positive, hunting the shuttle down, taking it early. again from Saina though, drawing Tine into the forecourt. Maybe the straight net from Tine wasn't the best choice, with Saina well placed. Enable her to take the shuttle early and flick into the space in the rear court. That's another mistake on return. Most uncharacteristic, this.
That's lovely play from Saina Nehwal.
Yeah. Good rally again. Nice variety of shots. Nice change of pace, putting the smash in, and a lovely touch at the net. A little bit more tempo in that rally from Tine, but she's not stringing the points together, is she? Just occasionally she's putting a good rally in where she dictates the pace of the rally, but then there's, so far it's been followed by an error or poor service. She needs to string 2 or 3 points together to get her confidence going. Now that's better. Had time to get behind the shuttle there and took full advantage of it. Takes Saina late in the rear court and hits the angled smash across. It's a good shot.
Perfect. Finds the back corner. And she has the advantage at the mid-game interval.
观众朋友们，赛事进行中，为不影响运动员的正常发挥，请您在拍照时关闭闪光灯。谢谢观众。
I think Gopi Chand will be very happy with Saina Nehwal. Did have a short period, a couple of months earlier this year, where they stopped working together. Very quickly, Saina Nehwal realised that she needed the help and guidance of Gopi Chand. I did actually ask Pullela Gopi Chand about it, and he said it was a total misunderstanding and they'd talked the whole thing through. And everything back to normal again.
Pushed out again. Left to right drift, just picking that shuttle up, carrying it out of court. Yeah, too flat from Saina, allows Tine to intercept the shuttle early. Here we'll see it, flat clear, Tine up early, cutting it down very quickly.
There's definite signs that Tine Baun is not giving her opponent so much time.
No, she's trying to increase the tempo of the rallies, isn't she? I think she hesitated there. I think she thought it might have been going out. She wasn't sure. Uncertainty caused the error.
Just simply didn't have the time with the overhead because much flatter push there from Tine Baun. 12-all.
That's good. This time it's Saina who's able to follow the smash in, get in early. Nice cross drop to finish. That's good from Tine.
Yeah, very good.
Changes of direction, keeping pace on the shuttle, keeping her opponent late. Allows her to move her base up the court. Look at it, should have been all over that, even if it had come over.
Should have had that.
Yeah. It's another error. It was too short from Saina. Tine following in, big swing. Maybe needed to change to a backhand grip. Got a bit caught in between forehand and backhand, didn't she?
Yeah, I'm not even convinced that she needed to have played that final shot. I think it may have gone out had she have left it. All academic questions now. Ooh, that's just wide.
It's close, but just out. Just a couple of errors when she didn't need them. Just got herself back level. And misses two relatively simple shots. That's a good touch at the net, though. Sign that. Nothing she could do about that, I'm afraid. Easy put away.
Yeah, well, there's the two semi-finalists from this afternoon. Wang Yihan and Wang Xin both sitting with coach Chang Ning.
Drift just taking that out. It's close, but
close isn't good enough.
No, she can't afford those now.
Another one's drifted wide.
Yeah, and as with the first game, Saina seems to be feeding off these errors from Tine and growing in confidence at the right time in the game.
Oh, goodness me, another error. Hands on hips. Sums it up, really. The frustration. Dejection. And Saina Nehwal just 2 points away from a place in the final.
Good width again from Tine. Just not able to string 5 or 6 good points together at the moment. Late down the right-hand side of the court and the quick switch to the left-hand side. Good singles tactics. That's wild.
had a good lead yesterday against Wang Xin and then allowed the left-handed Chinese player back in. Did Saina Nehwal. Be careful she doesn't do the same thing here. Oh, but that's nice play from Tine Baun. Saina Nehwal wants the shuffle changed. Tine Baun thought it was serving her well. But the umpire agrees with Nehwal. 18-19. Oh, that's a super shot. I think she's been listening to you, Ian. That's exactly the sort of shot you've been talking about.
Yeah, I'd like to see her using more of those on returns of serve.
So 2 match points for Saina Nehwal. Missed it. And that is it. And the clenched fists from Saina Nehwal. And she's through to her 4th final of the year. Tine Baun very frustrated with her performance. I have to say I've seen Tina play a lot better than that. She made some uncharacteristic errors, but you have to give credit where credit is due. And Saina Nehwal played a very positive game, put her opponent under a lot of pressure, and she thoroughly deserves the victory. 21-17, 21-18 in 35 minutes of play.